Good morning and welcome to the Berks County Board of Elections meeting on April the 9th. It is 11 a.m. and we will call the meeting to order. We'll start by reading the public comment notice, and I will ask Stephanie to please read the notice.
Public comment will be accepted in person and through the Q&A function. Please include your first name, last name, and municipality for all comments. Any comments without name and municipality will not be considered. Each citizen can submit one comment. Comment length is dictated by limitations of the platform being used, Teams Q&A. In-person comments will be accepted first, followed by comments submitted virtually. The meeting comment period is limited to a total of 30 minutes, including both in-person and virtual comments. This time period may be extended at the county's discretion. Please be concise. Comments that are germane to county business will be read during the meeting and should not be considered to be interactive dialogue. The county shall be the final arbiter of whether a comment is germane and should be read. Any response to public comment will be done at the county's discretion.
Okay, thank you, Stephanie. Now move to public comment on agenda items. I have one in person, but it is not on an agenda item. Do we have anything online? Nothing online with an agenda item either. We'll move to the approval of the minutes for the April the 2nd election board meeting. Are there any corrections or additions? If none, the minutes stand approved as presented. We have one agenda item, which is to discuss and approve plans for the logic and accuracy testing of the DS200 precinct tabulators, express vote ballot marking devices, express poll electronic poll books, and DS450 and DS850 high-speed scanners for the 2026 general primary. So I'm going to ask Ann if you can please run through that, the dates and other logistics that we need to be aware of.
Of course, sure. Good morning. Just to remind you that during logic and accuracy testing, or LNA testing, as we sometimes call it, we are testing all components of the voting system, and we're just basically ensuring that everything is properly configured and in good working order prior to being used on election day. So the precinct machine, so that's the express vote ballot marking devices and the DS200 scanners, we will begin testing at 9 a.m. on Monday, April 13th, and that takes place at our South Campus location, 400 East Wyomissing Ave in Moulton. The electronic poll book testing will begin at 9 a.m. on Monday, May 11th. That also takes place at the South Campus location.
Monday? Both of these are Mondays. Say that again?
Yes, Monday.
11th?
In May.
May 11th. I'm sorry. Okay.
Right, and the other one is this upcoming Monday, the 13th of April.
Monday, the 13th. Sorry.
That's okay. And then the last one, the central count tabulators. So that's the DS850 and the DS450 scanners. That will be Friday, May 8th at 10 a.m. And that takes place at 600 Penn Street in Reading on the 3rd floor. We are going to send notices to the party chairman this afternoon, and we will also be posting the information on our website or the election services website. All sessions are open to the public, and there will be specific information on our website for any party representatives or the public that are interested in observing.
Okay, so the public can't just show up. Do they have to register?
We ask that they let us know ahead of time so we can make arrangements. That building's typically not open to the public, so we like to know who is coming in. We can be ready and available for them.
Okay, so it's open to the party chairs will be made aware so they can have people there. That It's open to the public and open to the press as well, correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Just want to mention the last handful of times, little to no one has shown up. And I think that is not good. From just purely, well, thank you, solicitor. We had a solicitor handle an IS issue in the prior meeting. So our first assistant solicitor, another IS issue. Incompetent commissioner, not incompetent legal. And if you're listening and not watching, you have no clue what I'm talking about, but that's okay. But I think it's imperative. I don't look on it as a good thing when nobody's showing up. So I'm imploring the party leadership, at the very least, to be there, both parties. I don't want to hear complaints later about not having access. And then anyone else that believes that this is important, be there. you're not able to touch and open, but you're up close and personal. You're able to ask questions, and this is not new. We did this with the old Shuptronic machines. You have to go through all of them, certify them, seal them, close them and seal them. And that seal cannot be touched until it's open on election day, whether we're talking about the electronic poll books, the ballot marking device, or the ballot counting
The scanners.
to the
right.
scanners. All of those, it applies the same. But I've just noticed recently, and when I say recently, the last year and a half or so,
Right.
hardly anybody showing up. In some cases, I think we've actually had no one.
Yes, you're correct.
That-
Yes.
So let's not do that. Democrat leaders, Republican leaders, and quite frankly, even though it's a primary, if there's active third parties, and I know there are at least a couple, be there. Take a look at the equipment, ask questions about what you're seeing. But it is not good, in my opinion, not having people there. It's kind of like having a community with no press.
Right. And I can also add that our technician is always happy to share information in his process. And as you pointed out, Commissioner Limbach, he is very happy to answer any questions.
Also, this is done, the technician is a third party. It's not a county employee, someone who's been doing this for years and years and years. And he does go, if there are people there, he does explain the process, what he's doing, why he's doing it, how he's doing it. So it's not just ask me a question. If you have it, he will explain the whole process, what they're doing there. It does get a little tedious and we're going to say boring after you're there for a little bit. But it is good that people be there and be aware of what the process is and how it works and what they're looking at when they're working with each of the different machines here.
Make a motion to approve the schedule for logic and accuracy testing for Berks County Department of Election Equipment.
I will second that. Do we have any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. None opposed. The motion carries. Before we move on, I just want to let everyone know Commissioner Santoni, as you can see, is not joining us today. He has taken some personal time, but he will be back with us at our next meeting. So just if you were wondering why Commissioner Santoni was not here. Okay, we'll now move to the election director's report.
Okay. So I can announce that we just this morning posted sample ballots on the Election Services website. So anyone is able to view all precinct ballots. Also, it looks like we're on track to have ballots begin to be mailed in the time frame we were looking at. So about a month ahead of the primary, they should begin mailing. And approximately 17,400 voters will be mailed ballots in that first group. And lastly, once we have the details set for over-the-counter voting, we will make that information available on our website. We are looking to start that probably during the week of April 20th. And again, we will post that information on our website.
Okay, thank you. And just a few things. Excuse me. Want to remind everyone that over-the-counter voting is basically mail-in voting in person. So you're not going to come and stand at a machine and vote as you would if you were at the polls. You fill out. We ask that you do not complete a mail-in ballot form and send it in beforehand, but rather that you do it when you come to do your over-the-counter vote. That way you can hand it to the staff. They will print out your ballot, hand you the ballot. You can vote it right there and return it to them. So again, remember, you are getting a mail-in ballot when you come in for the over-the-counter voting. Two dates that are important. May the 4th is the last day to register or update your registration. And May 12th is the last day to request a mail-in ballot. With the primary election being on May the 19th, if you are doing the mail-in ballot, I encourage you not to wait till May the 12th. Do it as early as possible. Once we receive it, we need to process it, get it in the mail. Then you have to receive it, complete it, mail it back in. There's a good chance that we will not get it by the 19th if you request it on the 12th. So the sooner you can request it, the better. we do have 3 mail-in ballot drop boxes. They open on May the 4th as well. The information is on our website. There's one here at the Services Center, one in the lobby at the Reading Regional Airport, and one at our South Campus. And there, you have to go at the times they are open. If not, they are closed with locks. You cannot drop your ballot in there unless it's during the allotted time period on our website. One other thing I want to mention is, as of yesterday, we had about 19,450 mail-in ballot applications. There were a little over 17,000, around 17,400 that were approved and will receive a mail-in ballot. There's about a 2,000 ballot difference there. And you may say, well, why did 19,400 apply and only 17,400 get approved? Various reasons. It could be that it's a duplicate application, or it could be that they are not registered as a Republican or as a Democrat. If you're registered as independent, not affiliated, you will not get a mail-in ballot because the primaries are only for registered Republicans and registered Democrats. So if you are not registered with any one of them, but want to vote in the primary election, you need to go in, change your registration to either Republican or Democrat, and you will only be allowed to vote on the ticket of that party now in May. So please help us share that information to make sure that people aren't saying, well, I filled in a mail-in ballot, I didn't get my ballot to vote. Okay. Now move to general comments from the board regarding current election-related issues.
I have nothing.
Okay, we will now move to public comment. We do have one in person. Do we have anything online? Nothing online.
Thank you.
We have Jeff Wolf. Jeff, you know the routine, name, municipality, and you have 3 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Jeff Wolf, Brecknock Township. Last meeting, Commissioner Santoni made some comments concerning voter fraud suspicions. I did like what Commissioner Santoni said at the end of his remarks. He said this, quote, "I've been around this voter issue for many years. It always was elections occur, the winner is determined, and the loser accepts it, and you move on." This particular declaration, I think, could be a vision statement. I want this to be prophetic, and I hope that someday it will be this way, if it was this way before. My definition of electoral justice would be this: after any given election, there is a general consensus among the citizens who lawfully voted in a jurisdiction that the electoral outcome of that election is trustworthy. And there is a very high level of confidence that that is so. What leads to mistrust in the outcome of an election is when there are witnesses describing evidence of ballot tampering, error, malfunctioning election equipment, discrepancies, missing or unsigned chain of custody documentation, and opaque or enigmatic processes related to voter registration, post-election auditing, and authorized or unauthorized access to voting machines prior to, during, or after an election, and so forth. Transparency at every stage of the election process is necessary, but is not sufficient in dispelling mistrust. There must be 100% compliance with the election law, prosecution of lawbreakers, and aggressive post-election auditing. Problematic election law opens the door for criminals to have opportunities to commit fraud. So what would increase confidence, in my opinion? Pennsylvania turns over their voter registry to the DOJ for voter roll maintenance compliance check, proof of citizenship required for voter registration. Election boards to set aside mail ballots with questionable declaration signatures. Pre-canvass of mail ballots starts after the returns are in the possession of the election board. Random selection of precincts for post-election audits made just prior to the start of the election, prior to the start of the audit. Mandatory post-election audit for any precinct that experiences a tabulator malfunction. Enhanced post-election audit, in which each political party can demand a hand recount audit in addition to the 2% audit of any precinct that they define by a random process or a reason of suspicion. Now, when I give you my written notes, I will have a link for some remarks that Nancy Pelosi made concerning her suspicions that the Republicans will creep into, her words, creep into the election technology and create a false count. And we want to do everything we can to reduce these suspicions. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jeff. Any comments from the board? Okay, nothing online yet? Okay. That will end the public comment period. And if there's nothing else, I will accept the motion to adjourn.
I move to adjourn.
The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.